So now the pressure really on the Steamwheelers. Not only are they down by a touchdown, but the best they can do is tie this game down by 8.
Well, that's the thing. Now, not only in a way, not only do you force them to score once, you're really forcing them to score twice. Now, the first thing is you've got to come up. You've got to get a good defensive stop on this by this coverage team. So personally saying he's had some, last kick was good. He put it high, allowed the coverage team to come down. Keep in mind, he's also put, one out of bounds, which gives the team possession starting at that 25-yard line. My thought would be I'm just going to try to line drive this thing, make it a little bit tough to hold on to. And I say that because on those high kicks, even if you allow your coverage team to get down, when you've got someone like Tyler Williams back there, not only do you give your coverage team time to get down, but you're giving your return team time to get those blocks set up potentially.
65-57, 33 seconds left to play. No timeouts for the Steamwheelers. Let's see what the approach is here for Michael Persley and this Liberty coverage team. Persley with his hand in the air. Ball just a shade right center of the field. And it's going to be taken by Williams 2 yards deep in the end zone. Already to the 5, to the 10, 15. Runs into his own man and falls down at the 14-yard line. He had a head of steam, but got taken down by friendly fire.
We said Shannon Winsberry was all over that field defensively. Well, that time, thank you, because that's the guy he ran into. Winsberry kind of knocked his own guy down.
28 seconds left to go. Now it's on the Liberty defense.
I tell you what, I hope people have enjoyed listening to this or watching it on Pluto TV as much as I've enjoyed being here with you, because this has been a fun night of football.
Jamar Seard in the middle. Travis Taylor, Jake Latimer. Movement up front. The offensive line for the Steamwheelers moved again. This time they throw a flag, and it's going to be thrown for a touchdown. That has to be movement up front on the Steamwheelers. And Ron O'Neill is very animated about what he saw. I saw the left tackle move. It's thrown for a touchdown. Illegal motion, yes. Quad Cities.
All right, not only do you get the penalty, but you also take time off the clock. Or will they consider that dead ball and put time back on? With this crew, it's hard to tell.
It really is. 20 seconds left to go, no timeouts.
But regardless of the movement, here's the thing. This is an offense that has the ability to score from anywhere on the field.
We just saw it. Absolutely. 36 yards in front of the Steamwheelers, 20 seconds left to go. They trail Salina by 8. Tyler Williams in the backfield. Need to keep an eye on him. He leaks out on a screenplay. Hilliard, though, electing to go downfield. Puts it into the end zone, and it's going to be broken up at the goal line. Isaiah Barfield, and Zay now just kind of drops his hands to his sides, and he's going, oh, I should have picked that off. But now we have a flag down in the offensive backfield.
Roughing the passer. Whoa. No flag.
No foul on the play.
I didn't see what it possibly could have been, but as soon as the ball was released, my eyes just went downfield. So roughing the passer was the only thing I could have potentially thought of.
That'll trim the clock down to 13 seconds left to play. Salina looking to lock up a guaranteed home game in the first round of the playoffs. But they need to hang on here for the last baker's dozen of seconds on the clock. They lead by 8. And Ron O'Neill almost diving at the official to call a timeout here. Again, we've given a lot of credit to Derek Bernard tonight in the night that he's had not only on the field, but also kind of as the leader of this team. He ran all the way out from the bench and took part in that defensive huddle there with his coach, Ron O'Neill. Now he's the lead cheerleader on the bench here for the Liberty crowd. Here's the Steamwheelers. 2nd down and 15. Snap back to Hilliard. He comes to the right-hand side, and that receiver quickly hit on the play by Trey Dudley.
Here's the thing, no timeouts. The clock's still going to run. 5, 4, 3.
And they spike it with 1 second. 1 second on the clock.
So, again, credit to Quad Cities, great time management, clock management that time, to be able to get everybody back to the line, get them set, and for Hilliard to be able to get that ball spiked.
And I said that they were making an adjustment. One of the other adjustments that it looks like they has made is put Rashad Pargo back there as a defensive back. We've seen Rashad play defensive back this year a couple of different times. He's out there. He's usually a wide receiver, but he's out there right now. He played a lot of DB at Sioux City because of injuries, but he's back there deep right now with Isaiah Barfield and company. Just the front three and Ricky Wyatt. One last play. Clock at 0. Hilliard scrambling around. Gets away from Travis Taylor. Now he's going to throw it to the end zone. Jump ball. It's caught. Quad Cities goes up to get the football. Kevon Rudd continues his huge night.
You know what? We wouldn't want anything less so.
Holy smokes. That ball was up for grabs.
Again, you're forcing them to score twice. They've got that first one. Defense just has to keep their heads down. It's all or nothing right here.
What a play by Kevon Rudd. And talk about the night that he has had tonight. He has just been phenomenal for the Steamwheelers offense. And now it comes down to a 2-point conversion. As we said, the best Quad Cities could hope for on this drive was to tie the game. There's 0 time left on the clock, and they need a 2-point conversion to continue this game.
Well, this Tyler Williams, you ready to see the ball?
He is lined out as a wide receiver on the left-hand side this time. Hilliard looking that way, wants to tuck it to run. Hilliard, Superman dime to the end zone. We have no signal, and they called it.
Yep.
The official call him in from the near side, says it's good, and we are going to be tied at 65 at the end of regulation.
And I think Coach O'Neill's, he's going to toss the flag.
What does he have to lose?
Exactly right. And the nice thing is, depending upon the camera angle, you've got a camera set up in this arena that potentially could be looking straight down that line. So we'll see.
Well, we go back to one thing we've learned during challenges in this league as we take a break.
Yeah.
65-65 right now. The 2-point conversion run by E.J. Hilliard is pending. When we come back, we'll let you know how it turned out. Let's take similar to college.
Very similar to what they do in the college play.
Boy, I can't get over Kevon Rudd, the jump ball pass that was up that he kind of just went up there and got. I mean, that ball was high up in the air, and it was well defended by Salina. It's not like it was bad defense at all, but Kevon Rudd just went up there and just brought that ball down. So they're going to say 2-point conversion is good, so we are going to overtime. 10 o'clock. You're listening to KINA, Salina, Kansas, 910 AM, 94.5 FM. And the extension of a game that has just been super, super to watch. Biggest lead for the Liberty, 8 points. Biggest lead for the Steamwheelers of 7 points. Now we're going to go to overtime to settle it out. 65-65 is our score.
We look at how these teams are looking. The comparison, total offense, 291 yards for Quad City to 216 for Salina. Offensive plays, 57-41, so the advantage to Quad City, and passing yards, big in favor of Quad Cities. 224 net yards passing versus only 91 for Salina. So rushing-wise, 67-125, the advantage there. And, penalties, 8 for 35 versus 6 for 51. Time of possession, Quad Cities, 37 minutes, 5 seconds, 22 minutes, 55 seconds. Individually, E.J. Hilliard, 15 out of 25 for the 224, 5 touchdowns. Just an unbelievable night passing. And again, he continues, no interceptions.
And it's almost like we've played 3.5 hours for nothing. We're having a coin toss again. All the captains out there in midfield with the lead official going through the rules. Quad Cities, the visitors will call. They call heads, and it is heads. So Quad Cities gets their choice. They say, let's see what Salina will do with it first, and then we'll know what we need on the board, which is kind of the standard of what you see in college as well. If you only give up 3, you know that a touchdown will win it. If you give up a touchdown, you know that you need one to keep the game going. So that's where we're going to be at right now. It'll be Salina's offense on the field. 65-65. What an incredible game this has been. You know, usually during games like this with this many points, you see runs. You see a team go up by 14 or 17 points, and the other team comes back. This hasn't been a case. As I said, this game has all been played within a pocket of 15 points. The biggest lead for Quad City, 7 points. The biggest lead for Salina was right there before that last scoring play with no time left to go. Salina led it by 8.
Yeah, it's been crazy to watch these teams. You know, the drive, the determination that both squads have, both teams. We knew it was going to be a tough. Coach O'Neill said this would be our toughest test so far this season. And I think it's important for both teams to come away, because as they approach the playoffs, you want to play playoff caliber football against a playoff caliber opponent, which both teams are doing.
Yep, that's exactly what we have here. Here's the hand up to Dominic Carson. Has to get around a would-be tackle for loss in the backfield. Coming in there was Kewan Alfred. Alfred reached out for the ankles of Dominic Carson. Somehow Dominic got away from him and ended up getting a gain of 2 instead of losing 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 8. That'll advance the football as we said, no kickoffs, no kick returns. This all starts at the 25-yard line. So after the gain of 2, Salina now in Steamwheelers territory at the 23.
Part of you say in the back of your mind, maybe the kickers are both done for the night.
Yeah, kind of get that feeling, don't you? 2 receivers in motion, left-hand side. It's a low snap for Derek Bernard. He's going to scream out to the left-hand side. Now throw back to the middle. It's going to be caught. No first down, though. About 2.5 yards shy of the first down for the Liberty. Nice catch in the middle of the field that time by Julian Stafford on the pass from Derek Bernard. That will bring up 3rd down and about 2.5 yards.
It really feels to me momentum has shifted back to Quad City.
Yes. Yeah, it's almost got that feeling now that Salina's playing in one that should be over. Big 3rd down coming up here. It's 3rd and 2. No clock running. This is all basically down in distance. Here's Bernard. Gets around the edge. Put a little swerve on the end over there. It was the defender for Quad Cities, Mitch Moore. And Derek Bernard did a nice little ghost move to advance that ball to the 10-yard line, where it is now 1st down and goal for the Liberty.
Yeah, Mitch Moore was able to get around and basically didn't as much grab Derek Bernard as much as he grabbed the back of that jersey and was strong enough just to pull him down from that standpoint. So 1st and goal.
Kelvin McCoy anchoring that offensive line with Kamali Matthews and Dana Harris. 3 receivers, left-hand side. Carson runs the counter away from that side. Now he is caught in the hole. Kind of got tackled from behind awkwardly. Dominic went to a knee, maybe even 2 knees, and he's got to stop him and get his shoe back on.
Yeah, it's like they pulled the tires off the car there.
To catch the car is something else, but to pull the tire off, that's another thing. Meanwhile, the play clock's still going here.
And that's too bad, because the officials should go ahead and stop this. He's going to reset it.
I mean, does it really matter? We don't have a game clock, so.
Yeah, no, but you still,
right.
You get the delay a game aspect of it.
Three yards by Dominic Carson on that last carry. Took the ball to the 7. 2nd down and 7. Or a goal from the 7. Here's the fake to Carson. Derek Bernard. Looked like he had some space, but then he got tripped up. Joe Powell. Been a little bit since we heard from him. He had a really, really big first half. He's been kind of quiet, though. Been banged up a couple of times tonight. And Derek Bernard takes it to the 5, where it's 3rd down and goal.
And I 100% fell for that fake, because I was watching Dominic Carson the entire time get tackled.
There's been some nice sleight of hand tonight by both quarterbacks and running backs. They're executing that fake very, very well, which is also my cover-up for saying sometimes we just don't get it up here. 3rd down and 5. Overload on the right-hand side. They're going to fake it to Carson away from that side. Bernard looked like he wanted to throw. Now he's scrambling around. Gets away from one would-be tackler. Goes back to the other side of the field, and it's a risky pass against the grain. Swatted out of midair. That'll bring up 4th and goal from the 5. There is no noise in this building right now.
None whatsoever.
Which we can contribute to educated fans that know your offense are on the field, or everybody's a little deflated?
Well, unfortunately to me, it's kind of the story of the fans have been all season.
They're going for it on 4th down. Liberty have to score here. Bernard back in the pocket. Here's going to be a holding call. Derek Bernard still with the ball in his hands. He needs to get rid of this thing. He tries to pass it in the end zone. It's knocked incomplete, and that's going to be it for the Liberty possession. There's a holding call that's going to be called. No. Face mask on the offense. So now, basically, Brian, all the Steamwheelers have to do is throw their kicker out there and go for a field goal. But do they do that?
I don't think they're going to do that, knowing what he's done the last couple times. But as strong as their offense has been throughout, you've got 2 options again. You've got Hilliard can keep the ball, or you look at Williams. My gut feeling is you kind of toss that ball out into the flank to Williams and just say, you know what, use your speed. So Quad City's at the 25-yard line. So Salina came in, an opportunity to win, to secure a first-round playoff game at home. That's still not out of the question with 2 games remaining.
Hilliard under center. He turns, pitch out. Tyler Williams blows up. And I go back to, it hasn't been every single time, but the majority of the plays that they put E.J. Hilliard under center, it doesn't work out.
Well, he doesn't have as much time. When he's in that shotgun, he's got more time. The line has more time. It's going to take that extra 2 or 3 steps to get to him. So Hilliard gets the play call coming in. 2nd and 12.
2 guys in motion, left-hand side. They'll pitch it out to Williams that side. Has plenty of space. Here goes the speedster, and he gets stood up right at the stick. Boy, that is a nice open field stick tackle there by the Liberty. And it's one of the new guys that just joined the team this week for the Liberty, Carlton Toussaint. Well, it looked like Williams is going to be running for a while on that, and then all of a sudden, bam, he just hit the wall. So that'll be 3rd and 1 instead of moving the chains on 1st down. Big down here. 3rd down and 1. Ball sitting at the 16-yard line. Under center. E.J. Hilliard, quarterback sneak. This time it works out. He gets twisted, but he gets 1.5 yards, and that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Keep the drive alive. Football now at the 14-yard line, where it's a new set of downs for the Steamwheelers.
Defense gets the setup from Coach O'Neill, and they look tired.
Yeah, they do. Everybody looks tired. Fans look tired. This has been a long, really entertaining game. There's a lot of misdirection in the backfield. Ends up with Tyler Williams, and he's going to be taken down. Ricky Wyatt. That time Ricky made an adjustment, Brian. He didn't come straight up the middle. He sidestepped to the right a little bit, reading that run, and by the time Williams got himself gathered, Wyatt was there to blow him up.
Yeah, and Jake was in the backfield. Latimer kind of taking care of Hilliard just in case he decided to keep the ball. Yeah, again, it's the team's playing their heart out. We need that crowd to step up here.
Yeah. Second down. Loss of a yard on that play for Williams. Pushes the football back to the 15. 2nd and 11. Shotgun back to Hilliard. He wants to try to sneak, and he's going to be blown up right at the place where Williams got hit. It's Latimer from behind. Gosh, who was underneath that also in on that tackle? I think it might have been Ricky Wyatt, and it was. So Ricky and Jake Latimer both get up. And they have their hands on their hips. They're sucking wind too. 3rd down and 11. Ball sitting at the 15-yard line.
Big play. Kind of look down on the Quad City bench, and Steve's the kicker. He's ready to go.
Play clock running down. Quad City's going to take a timeout here.
Quad City throughout this game. So that defensive unit, even though with the switches that they've made up front, trying to stay as fresh as possible, they still have had a lot of time.
Corey Ross trying to get his receiver set. He's moved him around several times. Play clock down to 8. Now they will all be on the right-hand side as 2 of them come in motion. They're looking to block. Now they release. They go to the end zone. Receiver wide open. Touchdown, Quad Cities. That's the ball game. Quad City gets a pass from the 16-yard line on 3rd down and 11. And the Steamwheelers come in. They hand the Salina Liberty their first loss here in Salina at Tony's Pizza Event Center of the season. 71-65, the final. We'll be back to close it out. After this, Quad Cities wins it 71-65 right here on K.